Alright, so you guys are headed off to the Temple of Palor to get cleaned up and rested and ready for everything. Okay, trying to figure out what you should roll. Because everything that Buford just told you, it's big. I mean, it is huge. There is a cult hell-bent on taking over Marchand. The reason why this is huge is that every single river that runs through Boina, deltas in Marchand, they are the center of trade.
It's a good thing you picked that contract way back when.
I know. Wow.
So you're saying like
straight for the big stuff. The next contract's gonna suck.
I know, right? Yeah. Now we're gonna really have to move Clarence Applebottom's furniture. So are we? So you're talking like maybe like an insight check to make sure like maybe all of this is like really real, or
how whatever you have to roll to wrap your minds around what the task ahead of you.
Insight to like level my brain.
Right, because you are literally trying to understand that your actions from this point forward, decide the fate of not only a barony, but perhaps the entire realm.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
So did I.
And looks like
You're a little
Stromile got a 4.
You guys are pretty freaked out.
Yep.
Because this is your first adventure. I mean, you guys have been trained for this, but how do you really train for this? How do you train for walking in to a baron's throne room and him telling you that the person that just arrested one of your own party members is actually being controlled by something that loves to enthrall people into a hedonistic stupor to the point where they worship it. And he's amassing enough of an army to take over the central trading hub of Poena.
Yeah, I didn't take this class.
Hey, a 10's not horrible.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
is
it might have been offered in the
saying,
summer,
you're
but I
a little freaked out about it.
Yeah.
This is pretty big for you guys. You know, for this being your first thing.
I'm actually having thoughts of bailing. I'm trying to think, is like, could I get away?
It'll be all right.
Well, yeah, especially you, because you're kind of here somewhat under duress.
Serin. Yes.
Yeah, Serin is here under somewhat of duress. He doesn't really want to be an adventurer. He just didn't want to be where he was at, either.
And now I'm here, and here's rough.
Mission accomplished, though, technically.
No, mission got worse.
Well,
even though Stromile, you rolled exceptionally low, you are, because of your upbringing, because of the way your parents raised you, especially in Vecna's line, you have a very strong sense of right and wrong. And you know that anytime people are being enthralled into a cult, that's just bad.
Yeah, it's a bad thing.
Yeah, because it's something
it's a bad scene.
It's actually something you've been around, being a resident of Vecna's line, because you figure Vecna's line is full of liches and necromancers and dark mages. Their entire lives are spent basically either trying to control the undead or trying to control the living and turn them dead. One of the two.
And we got
So you are very focused on the right and wrong. What your role says, though, is that you are having a hard time believing that there is any redemption at all for Cobble or anybody in this cult. That's what Stromile is having trouble with, is thinking that there's a way back.
So basically, you want to kill everything, is what's going on here? You can be honest with us.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't have any.
You totally didn't.
It's a cult. Basically, it's a cult enthralled by a demon. Basically, what you're looking at is you equate demons with the kind of beings that your family dealt with on a daily basis in Vecna Line. Evil, just pure evil. and those kind of things need to be eradicated.
Boys, what are we gonna do then?
You are on the same line.
Yeah.
Zayne is on the same line.
Yeah. So I'm nervous, but I'm also understanding the fact that if we get rid of this, I will not be nervous for at least a little while.
Yeah.
That math kind of...
Unless you walk back into the pub.
That's true.
Right.
Well, so we're going to work real hard to probably end up there because the DM wants me to. No, but...
No, we're going to the Temple of Palor, right?
Yeah, but we have to end up back in the
all
banks.
three of you need to roll insight. Actually, no, you don't. You two roll insight.
Woohoo.
Ha! Where's all your insight now? I got a 17.
I left it at the tavern. I got an 8.
It dawns on you that this might be the reason the people in the pub were acting the way they were.
Oh, why they were so cool.
Why they were so boisterous and having fun and bringing... Because these are three races that should not have been...
I was wondering why that lich was so friendly with everyone.
Right.
What about the
Lich
regulators?
is over in the corner playing dice.
What about the regulators?
Dun, dun.
Maybe they aren't evil
is-
slavers.
That is
Maybe
a question, isn't it?
17 insight.
So some,
needed
You're
an
really
18.
not thinking about the regulators.
somebody
You're
who is
thinking about
completely out of the loop.
people. So you guys are
Yep.
getting cleaned up. These are the things that you're thinking about while you're getting cleaned up and rested.
Happy thoughts.
Yeah. All right. Back over to class. Okay. So
He's
you
been very
were
patient.
locked in your room.
Yes.
Or are you going to try to break out of your room?
So, I think it is not meta knowledge to be able to put 2 and 2 together and be like, hey, what's the best way to keep an escape artist not escaping?
Roll insight.
And do it like me, but not like...
Not like Zayne.
What is the... It's wisdom, but I'm proficient in it, so I get a +1.
Oh, as in altogether. I got you.
6.
It doesn't dawn on you at all.
No.
Try to pick the damn lock. You haven't had a chance to pick a lock
You are
yet.
so enamored
True.
with this room. Because it is literally everything you would ever want in a room.
But they
You got a
did lock
pretty
the
sweet
door.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did lock the door, and that
Seems
is
like they're having
kind
a
of
good time.
weighing
Yeah.
heavy on the back of your mind, but you are so distracted by all of the wonderful things around you.
Wow, what a room.
Okay.
What a story.
As you were taking in this room after they've locked it, it's been a little bit. You are getting comfortable in the room. A side door opens,
Oh?
and 3 women walk in.
No.
He does not swing that way at all. Just no.
Glass is a dandy boy.
3 women walk in,
suspicions.
and they're carrying food, beautiful and just gorgeous looking, like a whole roasted pig with the apple in its mouth, big turkey, lots of pastries and stuff like that too. Just they're carrying tons of food in and putting it on a buffet, and of course they're scantily clad like everybody else in this castle.
I'm getting a Hotel California vibe.
Okay, roll insight.
To see if you've ever heard the song Hotel California.
Yeah, that's it.
Is Glass a foodie?
11. He's also a foodie.
Okay, yeah, that's...
You were
I had my suspicions.
You were still very distracted by you're salivating over this stuff because let's face it, you really haven't eaten since
You're right.
you got into town.
Yeah?
And this food looks great. I mean, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab
And
a
the women
turkey
look
leg.
beautiful too, don't get me
Don't
wrong.
drink the Kool-Aid.
I got it.
At the same
The
time,
Kool-Aid is so delicious.
you're sitting there going, this is
This is a little much.
a little much.
This man
And
literally wanted to kill me a while ago.
because of that insight roll, you're actually thinking more about the way your mother was acting.
Yeah.
Because everything that your mother did in the throne room is totally out of character for her. Mm-hmm. Because she was very openly adoring of Cobble. She never hugged. I mean, she hugged you, but it wasn't the way she embraced you.
And that's why
stuff
Glass
like
is the way he is, because he was never hugged as a kid.
Exactly. His mother wasn't a hugger.
Misunderstood.
And that's why he wants attention so much, because his mom never gave it to him. And continue.
And now that she's finally given it to him, he's confused.
He's a little
like,
confused.
This isn't right.
Yeah, something stinks. Something is rotten in the banks.
But the food's good, though.
The food's great.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the women to leave. I'm like, ladies, I prefer to eat alone.
You would.
They all look at you and go, "Aw, we
Aw,
wanted to feed you."
aw, too bad. Sorry, gals.
Okay, well, we'll be right next door if you want us.
Catch you later.
Okay, bye-bye. And they giggle and kind of saunter out.
Yeah, I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here real bad, but I'm going to take a turkey leg with me
Okay,
because I am starving.
I'm gonna R you in an OFT.
Okay, so you walk over, you grab a big ass, you rip off a turkey leg.
I rip off a turkey leg, and I look around the room to see something that I could slide on, maybe some wheels.
No.
Are you going to try to skateboard out of this place?
Hold on.
There's nothing on wheels.
All right,
in
so-
there.
Tony Hawk.
So Glass has a plan to get out of here. It includes a candle, a magic bean, some rollerblades, a jar of mayonnaise, and that swan.
Will it be Hellman's?
You don't have rollerblades, you don't have
It
any
matters.
wheels whatsoever.
And I
You
don't have any
beans,
mayonnaise.
though, and if you roll
Actually,
the
there is
giant
mayonnaise. They brought
pyramid,
mayonnaise out with the food.
That'd really solve
Oh,
your
good.
problem.
There is
mayonnaise.
mayo.
Cool.
Yeah. The creamiest, most wonderful mayo you have ever smelled, seen, or tasted.
Well, Glass doesn't like mayo. That's because I don't like mayo.
Okay.
It's a character decision.
Yeah, it's a character decision.
Right.
Sure.
It's a sketchy one.
Okay, so...
I'm gonna pick the lock,
Okay,
of course.
roll it.
Cool.
And I'll roll for the lock.
Sleight of hand.
I believe so.
17. We tied.
Ooh.
Does Ty go to the runner?
No. You think you get the lock picked.
Or I could take a 20 on it.
You hear it click.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
go.
Are you going to try to open the door?
Of course I am.
Okay, try to open the door.
I try to open the door.
Okay, it shocks you.
Here we go again with the shocking.
You are gonna be like a PTSD for electricity.
Uh-huh.
Like
You're
every
not
time
going to
it's a
touch
thunderstorm,
anything after this mission's over.
Every time it's gonna rain, he's just gonna freak out.
Wait, I have a better idea.
Now, wait a second.
Cover yourself in rubber.
when you touch the door and it shocks, and when you touch the door handle and it shocks you, it's not a big shock. It's just enough to make you go, damn. You hear the door say,
Man, if only there was some other door.
Hold on to
So,
your butts.
wait. So door.
Thank you for getting that.
Oh, okay. All right. I
So,
getcha.
so door. May I ask your name? Okay. Nope.
That's the door's name. Is nope.
So I'm gonna chime in and be like, "Hey, ladies, could you come back in here for a second?
Door opens, they're right back in. Yes, sir.
So what's it like next door?"
It's our bedroom.
This is a Hotel California situation.
Yeah, it is a Hotel California situation. Is there a window?
Why would we need a window? Everything we want is in here.
No, it's a me looking around the room thing.
No.
No.
Do you think they'd lie to you like that? Those ladies seem very trustworthy.
It's very hard to lie about a window.
And they're very open. You know?
I assume.
Oh man, we're good.
I assume there's gonna be like a bucket for me to do my thing in, or else I would be like, "Hey,
Your lavatory's right over
yeah,
there.
of course."
Excuse me,
magazine
my
in there.
character actually does not do that sort of thing, and you disgust me.
It's clean. You don't even have one.
Go ahead.
Would you please open this door for me?
Why?
Because I would like to explore.
I'm sorry, the Baron and the Baroness, or the Duke and the Duchess do not want you to explore.
Well, too bad. I would like to explore.
We follow their orders, not yours.
Well,
And you didn't even say please.
Got him, coach.
maybe you could. And then I go and give her a hug, and I cast Charm Person.
Roll it.
Wait, what am I rolling for?
It's Charmer.
It's a spell.
I know.
So
It's
she
a
has to
save.
roll against it.
Yeah,
I
it's a
want you
save.
to roll something.
Sure.
I want you to roll something.
Well, that's +4.
Okay, so you got a 10.
Yeah. If it's like a charisma
you
save.
cast Charm Person on her, and you get a massive amount of magical backlash.
Man, what is with you and getting shocked today?
Yeah.
This is not a shock. This is pure bliss.
You just get.
Oh, nice.
And you should keep casting Charm Person on
Yeah.
her. It's like those rats that would push the lever down and then they get drugs. It's like
Roll
that.
save.
Roll a will save. Oh, goody.
Well, you're great at those.
Yeah, I'm 3. It was a 4. Now it's a 3.
And now you're enthralled. And we have to kill you. Sorry.
She leans in and gives you a hug, big old kiss on the lips, and you have completely forgotten what you wanted to do.
That's it.
He's Twitter-pated.
Twitter-pated.
That's
how they
a
get you.
classic reference right there.
Wait a minute. With that backlash, technically it's not a bad backlash. So I would have no in-character reason to hellish rebuke her.
What are you going to do to this girl? She didn't...
Well,
Jesus, man.
not causing you damage, really.
She's doing the opposite of causing you damage.
It's a reaction. It doesn't necessarily
you're-
have to...
Yeah, you don't get that reaction because
There's only one reaction you get to what's going on here.
you feel
Speaking
better.
of levers,
There's the beat right there.
There's number 3.
Couple seconds.
You feel
this
better
come
than you
on.
have ever felt in your entire life.
oh, even more when I satirized Kovel?
That pales in comparison to the way you feel now. You feel amazing,
I feel good.
virile,
High as a kite.
high as a kite.
Just might stop to check this
You
girl
can't
out.
even think about what you wanted to do. All you can think about is the scantily clad woman that has her arms wrapped around you and has planted a kiss on your lips.
And the turkey leg in your left hand.
And the turkey leg on your left hand.
I like to think that when you gave her the hug, you still had the turkey leg.
Slide a hand to hold
I give her the hug.
And you take a bite of the
I take a bite of the
After
turkey
she
leg.
kissed you, you lean over and take a bite of the turkey leg.
And I'm
Combining
chewing.
food and love. That's a Seinfeld thing right there.
Yeah.
And as you do that, she actually loosens the embrace a little bit, takes the turkey leg, and puts it to your mouth again.
Awesome one.
Well, I guess there's nothing glass can really do but enjoy.
At this point, they are dragging you over to the bed. One of the girls has already gotten some grapes, stuff like that. They are laying you down on the bed, and they are pampering you to the extreme.
Okay.
And you can't think.
I can't think.
Just at all.
Well, that's not a new problem.
All right. Well, that didn't last as long as I thought it was. Pause.
That's what she said.
Amazing.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. On that
That's only happened once, and this is our third game. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think that's very.
No, I think that's fine.
right
Yeah,
there,
that's pretty good.
Also, this
It's also like the
it's right
fourth
this week.
female we've ever met, and one of them was my mom.
Yeah, it was.
Well, then
it
I'm
was
glad this is where you failed your goal.
the innkeeper, your mom. Yeah, and then,
This is the third one, yeah.
No, Drow.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, well, actually, you met 5 because you also met the auntie.
That's oh yeah.
You didn't actually meet her, but you saw her.
Yeah. Well, everybody's pretty friendly.
Yeah.
It was meet and greet.
You know,
Okay.
it's weird. I thought the regulators don't have any women in there. Seems a little sexist and racist around this place.
You said they didn't. They just have a half-life. They have a life expectancy of a week.
I'm just saying, we need
Awfully hard to collect that footage.
That may be how we solve the side quest. We actually go in
And give them a job?
to explore the reports of sexism that we've heard within
right.
the regulators.
The Adventures of Serin, the liberal elf.
Yes,
we
exactly.
get our
I'm gonna
OSHA.
turn this whole town around.
We get our OSHA uniforms and we bring our paperwork.
I'm gonna write that down on my character sheet.
Not my
Liberal
Baron.
elf.
Not my Baron.
No, the Baron was like,
He's cool.
This country is so great. Marshana is so great. I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
You know, the weirdest part is there's literally a bear in Trump.
You know.
Oh, that's true.
That's the part that's weirding me out the most.
You might want to edit this.
We're
part
trying to
out.
make
So-
fantasy right now, and real life is already more ridiculous.
Well, what is real life but imitating fantasy?
Right.
Wow.
Well,
I can tell that's deep or stupid.
Watch,
It's funny how often those two things go together.
watch the new season of House of Cards.
I've
You
heard
see
good
just
things.
How far
That's our direct competition.
on Netflix? Binge it, please God.
D&D
It's a
podcast.
great damn show. Anyway,
So we were still back in the temple, or
so
going
yeah,
to the temple?
he's obviously preoccupied. So we have to go back to you three.
That's right.
You are getting rested. It is actually the next morning. We're going to fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
The soldier that guided you here, that you had talked to,
Not Mike.
not Mike. No, not the gate guy. Not Mike.
Mike Blart.
Mike Blart. He's still at the gate, man.
Dude,
His shift's almost over.
I was going to say, because he's
Mike
night
Blart
shift,
gets
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shift's almost over, but Mike's still at the gate. The soldier who had guided you through the town, you see him enter the Temple of Palor, talk to some of the priests. They point over to you three, and he heads your way. Gentlemen, I am instructed to take you to the arches so you can get back into the banks and start your quest.
I'm getting McRib. I'm just saying that right now.
Everyone was thinking it. And take us back to the arches. That sounds like a great plan. I'm sorry, I don't believe we caught your name the first time around. In fact, I don't think we said any of our names. We were very rude and in a hurry because we were late.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My name is Captain James Gustafson.
Nice to meet you.
And Mike.
No, Mike's not there. Mike's still doing
Mike's
his
not
thing.
there. Mike is still on duty. I don't know who I'm talking to.
Nice to meet you. I'm Zayne Knox.
Very nice to meet you.
Serin.
That's it? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Very nice to meet you.
Stromile swiftly, sir.
Mr. Swiftly, very good to meet you. I knew your father. Good man.
You must be a good man yourself, then.
I try.
And I don't know about you guys, but I've got all my stuff together. I'm ready to go. In fact, I was packing all my stuff up, looking for an opportunity last night. Never
Obviously.
found one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, are you ready for this?
About like, what is the distance from here to the arches? Or I should say
It
time-wise.
is basically the same route that we took to get here. It will take us roughly about 10-15 minutes.
Do we have a plan of what we're
My
about
plan
to
was
do?
to cast mage armor, and you guys could fend for yourselves.
So, okay. All right, so that's that's step one. What is step... I guess step 0 and then step 2, right? We're not the underpants gnomes. We need a whole spreadsheet here. Right, so we don't know how to get rid of the curse. And we're being sent to the bank.
Chop off the head of the snake.
Right, okay, so we're assuming there's a snake there. Okay, we got it.
No, I'm speaking totally...
Oh, you mean kill the guy?
Well, I mean, yeah. I like in a
Player.
metaphorical
Player
sense.
meta-
You know, was chop off the head of
yeah.
the snake. How would I know that there's a literal snake involved anywhere?
So we just go in and don't ask any questions and just do
Just-
damage.
okay, so
And I'm not
In
saying
fact,
I'm asking.
let's talk to Mr. Gustafson and say, how are we actually going to get into the Duke's palace? Is he just going to let us in?
No, he won't. Actually, he has locked up his citadel to any outsiders that he has not invited or captured. So you will have to find a way in there.
So
Now,
you're saying we have to get captured because we're not going to get invited.
what I was going to say, if you would let me finish, is there is a sewer entrance to the dungeons.
That sounds like it stinks.
It's always going to be a sewer level.
It
I'll
is
get the
cleared.
radiation.
The regulators have assured me that it is cleared. Master Jackson has actually been clearing it over the night, knowing that you gentlemen will be entering it. But he did say something about an apple bottom?
He's always talking about an apple bottom.
It's a to-do. Yeah.
It's like this weird tick he has,
Yeah.
you know?
Very well.
How did? But I assume this is me asking Zach Mitchell. All right. So would we have known that the Baron would have told all his crew all this stuff while we were at the temple?
Probably not. But,
Because
however,
getting-
Jackson did tell you, Baron knows all.
Right. But I just find it odd that a regulator who is not directly associated with the Baron on a top secret mission would be clearing out a sewer.
Are they kind of like, the go-to, like, hey, you guys go take care of this crap, because we...
You're asking as a character, you're asking as a player.
Oh, well, I thought we talked about, the regulators and their relationship
I'm just
with
saying,
the...
this could be an Admiral
loyalty.
Akbar situation.
They have, well, if you guys remember right, the regulators said they work for the Baron.
Yeah.
They work directly for the Baron. They're the Baron's, basically, sweeper team. They go in and take care of problems. They patrol the swamps, stuff like that.
Okay.
They have full license to kill whatever they come upon that is hostile.
Full license to be killed.
Full license to be killed.
I don't think you need a license for that.
I actually
If I were going to put this into terms...
effectively immortal.
If I were going to put this into terms that maybe you guys and our listeners, if we have any...
Oh, we do.
I'm sure we do.
I've been getting tons of fan mail. I don't know about you guys.
Guido, damn it, thank you. But anyway, these are like the Blackguard. That's what the regulators are.
Okay.
They are criminals. Most of them, at one point in time, were criminals. Their sentence was basically commuted into press-ganged military service. They are highly trained. They're Dirty Dozen. How's that?
Gotcha.
Sounds great.
They're kind of like the Dirty Dozen. Also kind of like, what is it? Castle Black, the Crows.
I thought that's actually what
from
you
the Song
kind
of
of
Ice and
gotten that
Fire.
from. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Blackguard.
Or Game of Thrones, if you prefer. Have you ever seen an episode of Game of Thrones, Dirk?
Yeah.
Well, that's them. Everything he described was literally...
Well,
yeah.
but also Blackguard can mean another thing. Blackguard were
Blackguards.
blackguards. Yeah, they were the traitors to the cause.
That wasn't me doing a portmanteau. That's literally just what they call
Yeah.
them.
They call them
Because
blackguards.
he just gave me a look. Like, there he goes again.
Blackguards!
It's friggin' portmanteaus. I don't even know what that means.
Okay, just so I would... Okay, so Zayne... Apparently, Zayne is getting on a little bit paranoid at this point. Like, I think this is a character development.
Okay.
But just making
That's
sure...
a totally understandable character.
Just making
You can
sure.
ask, and
Right.
you can, and you know, just because this guy seems fairly up and up, and
Yeah.
Baron was not. He was fairly blunt about what was going on, and he's very honest. He was very honest with you. None of you felt an unease when you were around the Baron. He was very nice to you. He talked very glowingly about your parents and your brothers and stuff like that. You really don't think there's any reason for this guy to lie to you. So when he says that Master Master Martinson and the regulators, what was left of them, cleared out the sewer for you guys at the behest of the Baron, unless you just absolutely want to roll,
Right.
you know it's law.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of... Because, again, I don't know if I brought it up or not, but the regulators might have been enthralled. So it's like we, quotation mark, cleared
But of
them
course,
out.
that's something you don't know.
Right, so that's why I was wondering if that had entered into our characters.
But if the regulators were enthralled, they wouldn't be clearing a path to the Duke for
Well,
us.
they might be saying they did, and then we get down there, and
it's
that's
double
that's the Admiral Akbar situation. Oh, you're in a sewer. Guess who's never found again?
Well, and bear in mind, Gustafson said that Martinson said
Okay.
a clear path.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. Well, a sewer doesn't sound good, but
No, it sounds actually the opposite of good.
the
Haven't spent a lot of time in sewers is going to shock
Unfortunately, that's the only other way in, except for the front door, and good luck getting through the front door. Just saying.
you. How do you feel about this, Stromile?
People who we've trusted in the past or have done us well in the past seem to have us hooked up, ready to go.
So just go for it?
well, and you like tunnels.
If we...
You sure you don't want to bail?
I like tunnels.
Well, I mean, you were in like mountains and stuff. I'm assuming that's what all those were. And sewers are kind of like tunnels.
Sewers are like tunnels just with more waste in them.
I have
He stinks
been
anyways. So.
More bacteria.
obliged and ordered to tell you all that Master Devereaux, Master Clegane, and Master Martinson will be accompanying you on this trip.
Oh, good. We'll have some
Well,
shields.
again,
This is as much their mission as it is yours.
I don't think we have any reason to not go.
Okay, there you go. Worst case scenario. We get some free stuff when they die.
Yeah. So okay, we've got guides basically. So and then as you said, possible bodyguards. So yeah, so we need to be getting on this, I guess.
Okay, fair enough.
Is that good for you guys?
Yep.
It is not ideal, but it'll suffice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, if you will follow me, I will give you your escort to the arches.
Thank you.
And he not double time this time. You guys are walking down the thoroughfares, walking back to the arches. As you walk down, you guys are getting the same adulation that the troops were getting before.
That feels good.
Serin pulls his hood a little bit lower.
You get to the arches. The city has stopped moving. You are much closer to the delta now. You're much closer to the mouth of the river. Let's see. Which of you knows maps and direction and mileage?
What would that even survival?
Is that survival?
Because I know Streetwise used to be a thing, but it's not
Let's
anymore.
go with survival.
Survival. Just
So whoever has
all go
survival,
for it.
yeah,
I've got it.
everybody got survival.
I'm doing it anyway. You can't stop me.
No, it's not bad.
Never mind.
Hey,
That's 20.
All right. Well,
Stromile.
Good job, Stromile.
Stromile out of all of you. I mean, you guys
I had
can
18.
guess.
He was probably the one I was going to count
Yeah.
on.
But Stromile, you know specifically, you are now 19 to 20 miles away from the bar. You're 19 to 20 miles.
Of course it's the bar.
It's
like
relation
my
to the
bar sense is tingling.
Well, no, that was the last place you guys were in the banks.
Stromile now.
You went directly west
Maps it out.
from
You
the
can
banks
sense bars at a
to
distance.
get to cross the
Shrines
arches
in Legend of Zelda.
to enter
Wait, a bar is
Swollen Point. It is moved 20 miles downriver to the point where you are 20 miles. You will have to travel north 20 miles through the banks to get just back to the point you were. And you guys have absolutely no idea where the Citadel's at.
Where are our guides?
Well, they're not here yet.
You can sleep in when you join the regulators. Friends benefit.
Yeah, I guess. Like
As you cross
Neutrality.
the bridge, and are going across into the banks. Of course, the fog is lifting. You're no longer in Swollen Point. You can see very clearly around. The shadows are dissipating. As the shadows are dissipating, people are coming down. People are not killing other people in the middle of the street.
Castlevania 2. That's where you got it from. Admit it.
No.
It's a horrible night to have a curse.
The look
Everyone
on
turns
his
into
face.
zombies and goes crazy. That's what you're thinking
It sounds
of.
right out of that chapter from Wheel of Time.
It really does.
It's really...
So you guys cross the bridge. The things that came from the shadows that were wreaking havoc, they have moved back into the shadows. They're gone. As you cross the bridge and cross the second arch, the bridge immediately retracts back into Swollen Point. Gustafson is standing on the other side of the bridge. Waves to you. Fairly well, gentlemen. Good luck.
If we don't see you again, well, bye.
Say hi to Mom.
I seriously can't think of anything clever besides that.
Well, Serin does have his way with words.
Yes.
So you are now in the banks. You know you have a good 6-block hike to get back to the main thoroughfare going through the banks. And then Stromile, do you want to tell them that they have 19 to 20 miles?
You have about 19 or 20 miles left until we get there.
About 19 to
Seriously?
20
I don't wanna
miles
hear your
south
left, Zayne.
of where you
Come on.
were last night.
That's a lot. That takes a long time, man.
Yeah, I mean,
We're on the clock.
jogging at a rate of about 5 miles per hour, we're looking at a 4-mile, very either slow jog or brisk hike.
So,
You've made it to the main thoroughfare. You're walking north. What you notice in this area of the banks is there are no buildings here. There are no brick and mortars or anything like that, or cobblestones or anything like that. These are all shanties. And in these shanties, or out in front of these shanties, for the most part, you see the bad races.
Whoa.
The races.
Hold on.
You see
Those are your races.
I was putting that in quotes for the the races that Jackson and Devereaux.
He hated every single race besides his own, though.
No, he didn't. He didn't like what he considered the bad races, which are the monster races, which are the ones that try to kill humanoids on a regular basis.
Like diabetes, cancer.
yeah.
Right.
Heart disease.
Car wrecks.
Well,
a deer on the highway.
if you're talking about those in D&D terms, then fine. But you're talking about ogres and goblins and kobolds and there are some driders, and all of them have the same collar that you saw them put on
I
glass.
saw that. Stromile did see that.
And the same collar. You don't know the shot collar, but it's the same looking collar. Same collar that was on the ogre.
Ooh.
So I'm going to guess we don't have to roll to see, hey, those guys are all wearing collars. What's up with that?
Yeah, no, you all see that.
Yeah, it is kind of an odd fashion statement.
And they all look kind of broken and dejected. They won't make eye contact with any of you as you walk through. You see some goblins hiding their children as you walk by. Ogres literally just shrinking as you walk by.
Again, just keep pulling that hood just lower and lower.
I do feel kind of bad, even though, like, I'm sure our family members have fought creatures like this before, and we've obviously heard horrible stories about what. I do feel a little bit bad though, because it never feels good for a cleric to feel like a bully.
Generally, though, when our parents fought these, it probably was a straight-up fight.
Exactly, just walking
Not
wide.
this.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good.
Okay.
Parents and brother.
All right, so you make it close to the edge of this shanty town. And here is the edge of the banks proper, the West Banks. I'm on the East Bank, I'm on the West Bank. And this is actually the East Bank, sorry. Yeah, we're on the East Bank, sorry.
Okay.
We're not going to go into Middle East policy. So, we're on the West Bank. All right, East Bank. No, we're on the East.
Stop it.
We're on the Southern Bank.
At this point, I'm in like Community National Bank. At this point, I don't even know.
We are in Commercial Bank, or Bank America.
Yeah.
For one thing.
Oh, that's the worst one.
I know, right? That's the shanty town.
I know, this is the shantiest part of the shanty town.
Exactly. Sorry, Bank of America. We didn't mean.
Yeah, they're sponsors. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not.
take
We're
their
sorry.
dirty money.
We're sorry. We're not sorry. Too big to fail my ass. Anyway,
Serin, the liberal wizard.
What? I didn't say most of that.
you get to the edge of the shanty town. This is going south really quick.
I thought we were on the east. Yeah, I thought
No,
we were
on the South Bank. You guys need to listen.
No, you're on the East Bank, but you're at the southern edge of the
north.
banks proper.
Well, technically, Marshana is south.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Right. You're on the east bank of the Ringfinger River. You have traveled through the shanty town. You are now at the southern edge of what you can recognize as the banks as you saw it the first time you walked into it. At the southern edge of the banks stand the southern part of the bank. Stand Mose, Deverell, and Jackson, all with their arms folded, looking at you guys, nodding. They do not they don't look sad or angry or happy. They look very determined, jaws set, as if most of you can figure out they know what's coming.